99% of people don't know that some of the foods they eat every day could be silently sabotaging their sleep. These hidden culprits could be sending you to the bathroom 3 or 4 times a night and even taking 7 years off your healthy life. But don't worry, because in the next few minutes I'll reveal exactly which 3 foods are causing the problem, why they're irritating your bladder, and what safer alternatives you can enjoy. Many older adults in the US and India believe that all foods are harmless at night, but this simple mistake could be disrupting your sleep, weakening your heart, and increasing your risk of dangerous falls at night. The truth is obvious but rarely discussed, and once you know the right timing and the right food choices, you can turn dinner into a gentle ally for deeper, more restful sleep. Before we get started, I want to ask where you are watching from and what time it is. Please leave a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss the next video. Now let's start with, what causes nocturia and why do older people suffer from this problem? As we age, the body naturally produces less of a hormone called ADH, which normally helps the kidneys hold water during sleep. With lower levels of this hormone, urine production continues at night, forcing the bladder to fill sooner than it once did. At the same time, the bladder itself becomes weaker, more sensitive, and unable to hold the same volume it did in younger years. Underlying health conditions can make the problem worse. Diabetes, high blood pressure, enlarged prostate in men, and hormonal changes after menopause in women all increase the risk of nighttime trips to the bathroom. Yet one of the most overlooked triggers remains diet. Certain foods and drinks quietly irritate the bladder, making it restless just when your body needs calm. Harvard Medical School notes that more than 65% of adults over 60 experience nocturia, and diet is often a direct influence. For seniors in the United States and India, this is not only a medical issue, but also an emotional one. Disturbed sleep leads to fatigue, frustration, and a quiet sense of losing independence. The hopeful truth is that with the right food choices and small lifestyle changes, this cycle can be softened, and restful nights can slowly return. 3 foods that keep you awake and running to the bathroom at night. Food. 3. Coffee and tea. Caffeine's silent impact. Coffee and tea are among the most cherished beverages around the world, creating comfort, social connection, and a sense of routine. Yet for older adults, especially those in the United States and India, these drinks can quietly disrupt the night. The reason lies in caffeine, which functions both as a stimulant to the nervous system and as a natural diuretic. A diuretic pushes the kidneys to produce more urine, filling the bladder more quickly than usual. For seniors, whose bladder capacity naturally declines with age, this means a single cup of evening coffee or strong tea can trigger 1 or 2 extra trips to the bathroom. The impact of caffeine extends beyond urine production. It also interferes with melatonin, the body's primary sleep hormone. According to the Mayo Clinic, consuming caffeine after 2 p.m. significantly raises the likelihood of insomnia and nighttime urination. Lower melatonin levels make sleep lighter and more fragmented, which means even a small signal from the bladder can wake the body. This dual effect, more urine combined with less stable sleep, creates a perfect cycle of nocturnal waking that is especially harmful for older adults who rely on restorative rest. Cultural habits add to the problem. In America, many seniors turn to decaf coffee after dinner, unaware that decaf still contains measurable amounts of caffeine. In India, it is common to drink strong black tea or masala chai in the evening, which has enough caffeine to disturb both the bladder and sleep quality. Even green tea, often thought of as a healthy option, contains enough stimulant to interfere with nighttime rest if consumed too late in the day. The solution is not to eliminate coffee or tea completely, but to be mindful of timing. Limiting these drinks to the morning or early afternoon allows the body to process caffeine while still protecting the night. For those who crave a warm beverage in the evening, caffeine-free alternatives such as chamomile, peppermint, or rooibos tea provide relaxation without overstimulating the bladder. Even something as simple as warm water with a slice of ginger can comfort the stomach and calm the mind. By making this adjustment, older adults can preserve their daily rituals while giving their bodies the chance to enjoy deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Food. 2. Spicy foods, irritation of the bladder lining. Spices such as chili, black pepper, and curry bring warmth and vibrancy to countless dishes, especially in Indian kitchens where flavor is inseparable from cultural identity. Yet while these spices add richness and joy to meals, they can quietly become a source of discomfort at night. The bladder lining, much like the lining of the stomach, is sensitive to strong or pungent ingredients. When exposed to chili or pepper, the bladder may become irritated, sending signals of urgency even when only a small amount of urine is present. For seniors whose bladder capacity and control are already reduced, this irritation can easily translate into multiple bathroom trips during the night. Medical evidence supports this connection. The Cleveland Clinic has noted that spicy foods can worsen symptoms of overactive bladder, a condition that already affects millions of older adults worldwide. Overactive bladder is marked by frequent urges, difficulty holding urine, and increased nighttime urination. Age-related changes in the nervous system make the bladder more reactive, and when spices stimulate this sensitivity, the urge to urinate arrives sooner and more often than the bladder can reasonably hold. Capsaicin, the active compound in chili peppers, adds another layer of challenge. It stimulates nerve pathways responsible for the sensation of heat or burning, but this same stimulation also extends to the urinary tract. Once activated, these nerves can cause the bladder to contract prematurely, as if it were fuller than it actually is. Combined with weaker bladder muscles and hormonal changes that come with age, the result is nocturia, waking one or more times at night to urinate, often with little warning. Practical guidance does not mean giving up spices completely. Instead, it is about adjusting both timing and intensity. Consuming heavily spiced meals earlier in the day allows the digestive system and bladder to process them fully before night. For evening meals, seniors may benefit from choosing milder flavors and relying more on herbs such as turmeric, coriander, basil, or ginger. These ingredients offer anti-inflammatory and digestive benefits without overstimulating the bladder. Cooking vegetables instead of serving them raw with heavy seasoning can also reduce irritation. By moderating spice use at dinner, older adults can protect their sleep without losing the cultural richness of their meals. It is a balance of timing, moderation, and awareness that helps preserve both tradition and health. Food. 1. Citrus fruits. Acid and bladder sensitivity. Citrus fruits have long been praised for their health benefits. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes provide vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants that strengthen the immune system and support digestion. During the day, they act as refreshing snacks or additions to meals, helping the body fight inflammation and maintain energy. Yet when it comes to nighttime bladder health, citrus fruits carry a hidden drawback. Their high levels of citric acid can lower the pH of urine and irritate the bladder lining. This irritation makes the bladder more sensitive and more likely to send premature signals of fullness, even when only a small amount of urine is present. Scientific research confirms this concern. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Urology found that 49% of patients with overactive bladder reported worsening symptoms after consuming citrus, especially in the evening. For older adults, whose bladders are already more delicate and less elastic, this added irritation can lead to multiple nighttime trips to the bathroom. The acidic nature of citrus does not only trigger urgency, it can also create discomfort in the form of burning or pressure, adding to the frustration of broken sleep. Cultural habits further complicate the issue. In the United States, orange juice is often enjoyed as a light refreshment in the evening. In India, it is common to serve citrus fruits such as sweet lime or orange slices after dinner as a simple dessert. While both practices are seen as healthy, the timing works against the body's natural rhythm. Consuming citrus too late in the day increases the likelihood of 2 or more awakenings during the early hours of the night. For seniors who already face challenges with deep sleep, these disturbances can leave mornings heavy, tired, and unfocused. The solution lies in timing and substitution. Citrus fruits should be enjoyed in the morning or early afternoon, when the body is active and better able to process their acidity. Taken earlier in the day, they still provide immune support and antioxidant protection without disturbing rest. In the evening, Gentler fruits such as bananas, pears, or papayas are far better options. These fruits are naturally alkaline, soothing to the digestive system, and unlikely to irritate the bladder. By making this small adjustment, older adults can continue to benefit from the nutrition of citrus while preserving the gift of uninterrupted sleep. The fruit itself is not harmful. Rather, it is the timing of consumption that makes all the difference. Coffee and tea, spicy foods, and citrus fruits are common parts of everyday life, yet in the evening they quietly conspire against restful sleep. For older adults in America and India, these items act through different mechanisms, whether as diuretics, bladder irritants, or acidic stimulants, but the result is the same: more trips to the bathroom at night. By understanding these connections and shifting consumption habits, seniors can reduce nighttime urination and reclaim the deep, healing rest their bodies need. After learning which foods disrupt the bladder and make nights restless, it is equally important to discover which ones bring peace. Next, 3 foods that help you sleep deeply and keep the bladder calm. 1. Bananas, nature's gentle relaxant. Bananas are often considered an ordinary fruit, but for seniors struggling with nighttime urination, they offer extraordinary support. Bananas are rich in magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that help muscles relax. This includes not only the muscles in the legs, which reduces night cramps, but also the smooth muscles of the bladder, which prevents unnecessary contractions during sleep. A relaxed bladder means fewer false signals and fewer urgent trips to the bathroom. Another advantage comes from vitamin B6, found abundantly in bananas. This vitamin plays a crucial role in the body's ability to produce melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep cycles. With higher melatonin levels, the brain receives stronger signals to stay asleep, and the body is better able to enter deeper, restorative stages of rest. For seniors, whose melatonin naturally declines with age, even a modest boost from diet can make an important difference. Scientific support is clear. A 2018 study conducted at the University of Delhi found that older adults who consumed bananas with warm milk before bedtime experienced a 34% reduction in nighttime urination episodes. The combination of minerals, vitamins, and natural sugars provided not only muscle relaxation, but also a gentle source of energy to stabilize blood sugar overnight. This prevented sudden wakefulness caused by low energy, further enhancing uninterrupted sleep. Practical advice is simple. 1 ripe banana taken about 1 hour before bed can be enough to experience benefits. Pairing it with a small glass of warm milk adds protein and tryptophan, another sleep-promoting nutrient. For those in the United States, bananas are readily available year-round, while in India they are a daily staple in almost every home. By shifting how and when they are consumed, this familiar fruit becomes a powerful ally for calm nights. 2. Almonds, a small nut with big benefits. Almonds, though small, provide a unique combination of nutrients that directly support both sleep quality and bladder stability. They are especially rich in magnesium, which, like in bananas, relaxes muscles and helps prevent sudden spasms. For seniors, this relaxation extends to the bladder walls, reducing unnecessary contractions that trigger false urges. At the same time, almonds are one of the few nuts that naturally contain tryptophan, an amino acid essential for producing serotonin and melatonin. Together, these compounds regulate mood, encourage relaxation, and promote deep, continuous sleep. Another overlooked benefit of almonds is their light protein content. Seniors often wake in the night not only because of the bladder, but also due to hunger. Blood sugar fluctuations, particularly after long gaps between meals, can disrupt rest. A handful of almonds in the evening provides enough protein to stabilize blood sugar, reducing the chance of waking due to hunger or restlessness. Harvard Health Publishing has reported that diets rich in nuts, including almonds, are linked with lower rates of sleep disturbances in older adults. By delivering minerals, protein, and healthy fats, almonds act as both a calming food and a gentle nighttime stabilizer. The way to use almonds matters. A portion of about 1 ounce, roughly 20 to 23 almonds, is sufficient. Eating more may be harder to digest at night. For seniors with sensitive digestion, lightly soaked or blanched almonds can be gentler. In the United States, almonds are often eaten raw or added to oatmeal. In India, they are traditionally soaked overnight, peeled, and consumed in the morning. Shifting a small serving to the evening, about 2 hours before bed, can create noticeable improvements in both sleep depth and nighttime bladder activity. 3. Cherries. A natural source of sleep. Hormone. Cherries are more than just a sweet fruit. They are one of the few natural dietary sources of melatonin itself. While bananas and almonds provide the building blocks for melatonin, cherries contain the hormone directly, which makes them especially effective for older adults whose natural production has declined with age. Consuming cherries or cherry juice before bed can enhance melatonin levels in the blood, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Scientific research strongly supports this benefit. A 2012 study conducted at the University of Rochester found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice before bed slept an average of 84 minutes longer each night. This was not simply more time in bed, it was deeper, higher quality sleep, marked by fewer interruptions from the bladder and fewer awakenings overall. The fruit also contains antioxidants known as anthocyanins, which reduce inflammation. Since bladder irritation often worsens with inflammation, cherries provide a dual benefit, calming the bladder and promoting sleep. For seniors managing joint pain, another common cause of disturbed nights, these anti-inflammatory effects add extra comfort. Practical use depends on availability. In the United States, tart cherry juice is widely sold and can be consumed in small portions, about 4 to 8 ounces, an hour before bed. In India, where fresh cherries are seasonal, dried cherries without added sugar can be used as an alternative. These can be eaten directly or soaked in warm water to soften. The key is consistency. Regular inclusion of cherries in the evening routine provides steady support for both bladder calmness and sleep regulation. Ravi, a 68-year-old retiree from Mumbai, had been struggling with restless nights for years. Almost every evening, he enjoyed a strong cup of tea after dinner, believing it helped him relax. Yet by midnight, his sleep was broken again and again. On average, he found himself waking 4 times each night, walking across the cool floor, and returning to bed frustrated and tired. By morning, he felt heavy and drained, as though he had not slept at all. At the advice of his doctor, Ravi made a simple change. He replaced his evening tea with 1 ripe banana and a small handful of almonds, eaten about an hour before bed. Within the first week, his bathroom visits dropped noticeably. By the 3rd week, he was waking only once at night, often sleeping 5 or 6 hours in a single stretch. He said his mornings felt lighter, his thoughts clearer, and his mood more positive. This story reflects what many seniors in the United States and India may experience. Small, consistent choices can create meaningful improvements. It is not always about major medications or drastic diets. Sometimes, shifting one evening habit can restore confidence, energy, and peace of mind. If you have been struggling with nighttime urination, remember Ravi's example. A banana and a few almonds may seem simple, but they can be the beginning of calmer nights and brighter mornings. Warnings and groups that should be careful. While bananas, almonds, and cherries can be helpful for many seniors seeking calmer nights, they are not suitable for everyone. For older adults with diabetes, these foods require careful attention. Both bananas and cherries contain natural sugars that can raise blood glucose levels, especially if eaten too late in the evening. The American Diabetes Association recommends that diabetic patients monitor their blood sugar closely and pair these foods with protein or fiber to reduce sudden spikes. This does not mean such fruits must be avoided entirely, but it does mean they should be consumed mindfully, in small portions, and under medical guidance. Kidney health is another important consideration. Bananas and almonds are high in potassium, which is essential for muscle and heart function, but can be dangerous for those with chronic kidney disease. The National Kidney Foundation advises patients with impaired kidney function to limit high potassium foods, since their bodies may not be able to clear excess potassium effectively. Too much potassium in the blood can lead to irregular heartbeat or muscle weakness. Seniors with kidney disease should speak with their nephrologist before adding these foods to their nighttime routine. Allergies must also be acknowledged. Almonds are among the most common nut allergens, and even small amounts can trigger serious reactions in sensitive individuals. Symptoms may range from mild itching or stomach upset to severe breathing difficulties. Seniors with known nut allergies should avoid almonds entirely and consider alternative protein sources, such as pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, which provide similar benefits without the risk. Finally, medication interactions need attention. Many older adults take diuretics for high blood pressure or heart conditions. These medications already increase urine output, and combining them with bladder-sensitive foods may intensify nocturnal urination. Similarly, blood pressure drugs may interact with high potassium foods, creating additional strain on the body. For these reasons, it is always best to consult a healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if multiple medications are involved. The key message here is not to create fear, but to encourage awareness. What helps one person may not be suitable for another, and personalization is vital in later life. By staying informed, checking blood sugar, monitoring kidney health, and consulting trusted doctors, seniors can still enjoy the benefits of these foods safely. With the right guidance, older adults can adapt choices to their unique health needs, maintaining both safety and the hope of better sleep. Nighttime urination may feel like an unavoidable part of aging, but the truth is that simple food choices can quietly shift the balance. By limiting coffee, spicy dishes, and citrus fruits in the evening, you reduce irritation and unnecessary bladder stimulation. And by adding bananas, almonds, and cherries into your nighttime routine, you support muscle relaxation, steady hormones, and deeper, more restorative sleep. These are not drastic changes, nor do they require expensive treatments. They are everyday foods found in kitchens across America and India, familiar and comforting, yet powerful when used wisely. Even one small adjustment, like replacing late tea with a banana or a few almonds, can mean fewer bathroom trips and brighter mornings. Now I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods, and did you notice a difference in your sleep? Please share your experience in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, remember to press like, subscribe, and share this video with friends or family who may be quietly struggling with the same issue. Together, we can spread hope and remind one another that better nights are still possible. Here.